Summers up at Harvard played a big role. So what you see, I think, is the beginning of a mass strike period, but this time a real one. In other words, real economic self-defense as the bankers turn the screws and demand more austerity, take away your Social Security, take away your Medicare, take away your unemployment benefits.
They're going to stage events to demonize all of their political opposition. But I don't see this working, Webster.
I think this depends on all of us. It seems to me that it's a complete red herring. In other words, this is completely outrageous that they want to take some 4-year-old scrap of a quote and characterize this mentally ill, criminally insane, homicidal maniac.
But that's more evidence of it being staged, how they were ready within an hour and 5 minutes to run with this and go after yours truly.
All right. In that case, let's look at the other side of it. Now, let's look at the Obama White House. Who do we find? We find this odd couple, I would say. Cass Sunstein, who is the regulations czar, and his wife, his new wife of about a year, and that's Samantha Power. You'll remember her foul-mouthed interventions during the primary campaign of cursing out Hillary Clinton in a British interview. Cass Sunstein and Samantha Power. Samantha Power is now the director of multilateral relations at the National Security Council.
Yeah, Sunstein's calling for provocateuring 9/11 truth.
Right, and therefore we can say Sunstein is obviously a left totalitarian thinker. Is obviously somebody who hates the First Amendment, can't stand normal political.
He says that. Yeah, he says ban freedom.
He says he wants to tax conspiracy theories. This is unbelievable. This is an absolute crackpot. But you see, this is a power couple inside the Obama regime. Now, when we look at these things that Bedell is alleged to have said, how do we know that these computer postings on the Internet are really from Bedell?
By the way, for those that don't know, you're not just saying this. Cass Sunstein, a year and a half ago at Chicago Law School, in conjunction with Harvard, wrote, "We will go out on the Internet. We will pose as 9/11 truthers and say horrible things. We will infiltrate their groups and try to create violence." I mean, so you're saying it looks like, well, yeah, I mean, Cass Sunstein's probably involved in this.
We just don't know. In other words, it is real folly to take the ravings of a psychotic in any case, but ravings of a psychotic posted on the Internet, which could be anybody. This could be an intelligence agency. My gosh, the National Security Council can certainly do these things.
Well, in closing, separately, Adam Gadon, this ADL guy, they claim they captured him yesterday and then announced, oh, we didn't capture him. I mean, this is just like 3 weeks ago when they claimed they captured number 2 in Taliban, and the next day said they didn't do it. And that's an intelligence op where they throw it out and then set the precedent that they can just lie and get away with it.
Well, maybe they want to remind us who this character is. All I can say with this Adam Gadon is that his story is very fishy and has seemed to me to be fishy for the last several years. Maybe they'll get their story together. But it seems like they want to remind us who he is so that if they do claim to have captured him, it won't be ho-hum. It will be, the most wanted Adam Gadon. So I don't know about that. But in particular...
Bottom line, why are they so scared of 9/11 truth right now?
I think it's because they want to use this to launch a situation of the neo-McCarthyite demonization of any kind of critical or opposition thinking. And again, I think it has to do with the fact that we're going into some kind of a mass strike period. You could see the American labor movement now returning to life, because if the students can come back to life after decades of the campuses being political graveyards, the labor movement. Obama has just gone through his Patco moment. Remember when Ronald Reagan broke and destroyed the Air Traffic Controllers Union? Last week we had this school in Rhode Island where a bunch of teachers were fired, outrageously fired by the administration. And Obama and his Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan, come out and say, that's great. That's what we should do. Fire the teachers. Bust the union. Reagan did it with Patco. Obama's now having his Reagan moment. He's channeling Reagan.
And you said that would be his specialty as this Bill and Melinda Gates Ford Foundation funded minion, fake left cover. His job in Chicago was breaking up the unions.
We can even say Obama's family business is busting the teachers union. So he was able to bust the United Auto Workers by forcing their wages down to
and
the
again,
level.
love the unions, hate them. They're destroying any way we can politically organize.
These are the mass organizations that would be important for any kind of resistance.
Everything must go to the bankers. Well, I'll say this, Webster. I believe they're getting ready to stage more terror attacks and blame it on 9/11 truth, more to blame the Tea Party, more to blame the In the Fetters. I want to put you on hold here at the end of the show, try to schedule you in the next week for a full hour so we're not as breakneck. We'll put you on hold right now, Webster. We're out of time. Incredibly jam-packed transmission today. Retransmission starts now at Infowars.com on the audio streams. Don't forget the free Apple iPhone app at Infowars.com. If you don't have an iPhone, send the link to friends and family. They can download it for free. Please buy the books and videos at Infowars.com. That's what supports this whole operation and support our sponsors. Great job with the crew. Some very informative guests tomorrow. We'll go to Iceland, the front line of the fight against the bankers. They just said no to their takeover. God bless you all, ladies and gentlemen. We must prevail.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously